Hi everyone, welcome to the second video on indices. So we're going to look at some more laws now and try and prove them and work out how they work. Okay, so we're going to look at this one here, which basically shows us what to do when we have a variable or letter raised to a power, which is then all being raised to another power. What we do is basically we multiply the indices together. Okay, so let's look at how this works, right? So if we've got, for example, x cubed, and then we square x cubed, okay? Think about what x cubed is for a minute. So x cubed is just x multiplied by x multiplied by x, right? And if we square that, we multiply it by itself. So squaring it, so yeah, we just multiply it by itself, okay? So that would give us x times x times x times x times x times x, which is just x to the power 6. Okay? How do we get to 6? Let's look at the rule, right? So we've got m and n and we multiply those together. So 3 and 2, we multiply those together and we get 6. Okay? So that's a kind of shortcut. So again, this section we don't really need to write out. I'll show you why. Okay? So if I have another example that says, say y to the power 4 and we raise that all to the power 6, then I'm not going to want to write out y times y times y times y 6 times, okay? Repeated 6 times. I'm just going to want to use the rule that says it's going to be y to the power 4 multiplied by 6, which is y to the power 24. Like so. Okay? So, just to go over again, when we have a bracket and we're raising a variable raised to a power to another power, then we can multiply the indices together, giving us the new index when we simplify. Okay, again, we don't have to write this bit out. This is just to show you how it works. Okay, with a nice simple example. Right, moving on. Any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so if you take your calculator, right? Let's try this. I'm going to switch it on. I'm going to put in any random number, and then we're going to raise that to the power 0. We get 1. Okay, so how does this work? Well, it's actually quite simple. If we think back to our division rule, so if we had x to the power 4 divided by x to the power 4, okay, then that would give us x to the power 0, right? Because we're doing 4 minus 4. This gives us 0. Now, we can cancel out the x to the power 4s from our knowledge of algebraic fractions, okay? But we need to remember something. We don't just get nothing, okay? This is 1x to the power 4 and 1x to the power 4. So 1 divided by 1 is just going to give us 1. Okay, so we can see that equals x to the power 0 by our index laws by subtracting 4 by 4, subtracting 4 and 4 gives us 0, so x to the power 0, but it also gives us 1 because we can cancel out the x to the power 4s from top and bottom, and we know that it's 1 times x to the power 4 for both of these, so the answer is going to be 1. Okay? And we're going to look at this one in a second, alright?